Hello students, my name is Sumit Mehta. So today we are starting a new chapter called as cell structure and functions. Okay, so in this chapter we will discuss about discovery of the cell, what is a cell, okay, and a number of cells in an organism. Okay, so these are the things that we will discuss in this chapter. Okay, so let me start with discovery of the cell. Discovery of cell. Okay, robert hooke robert hooke was the in 1665 observed slices of code under a simple magnifying glass. Okay students, what is a cork? Cork is a part of the bark of a tree. Okay, so what he was doing, he was observing the slices of cork. So then he took thin slices of cork and observed them under microscope. So microscope is a, what is a microscope student, in which you can see a object by magnifying it. Okay, which we cannot see from our normal eye. He noticed partition boxes or compartments in the cork slice. These boxes appeared like a honeycomb. He also noticed that one box was separate from the other by a wall, by a partition. Who coined the term cell for each box? So what he noticed in the microscope, that there is a different cells combined, okay, together, and they are also partitioned by a vertical, and this one box separated from another is partition, and how coined the term for each box is cell. So from there the cell is arise. Okay, so it is a basic structural unit. Okay, so cell is a, it is a basic structural unit. Okay, so after the discovery of the cell by Robert Hooke, very little information was known about the cell for the next 150 years. Okay, today we know a lot of about cell structure and its function because of the improved microscope we have nowadays. Okay, so now I will discuss about what is a cell. This was only about discovery of a cell. Let me erase all this. So student, what is a cell? Like a building, let me say the example of, in a building, the basic structural unit is brick. As you all know that brick is the basic structural unit. Similarly, cell is a basic structural unit in living organisms. Okay. Similarly, in the living world, organisms differ. Like if in a building, the size of the brick differ from one place to another place. So in this way, you can differentiate between different buildings. Similarly, the cell is a basic structure. So if the cell arrangement or the cell sizes differ in a living organism, so on that basis, you can differentiate between different cells. So student, in this lecture I have given you the basic idea of what the cell is and who did the discovery of the cell. Okay, in subsequent lecture we will discuss about how organism shows variety in cell numbers, shape and size. Okay, so stay tuned for the next lecture on organisms shows variety in cell number, shape and size. Okay, and if you have still any doubt or any query regarding this lecture, then students please do comment in the comment section. I will be happy to help you guys there. Thank you and enjoy the learning experience with Scholars Learning. Stay blessed, students.